Because you demanded to be able to listen to Walt Bonetti on your tablet while sitting on the toilet. It's the Walt Bonetti Podcast.
Welcome to episode 45 of the Walt Bonetti Podcast for March 22nd. The Walt Bonetti Podcast is brought to you by the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in or call them, 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver to your home or your office. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. On today's podcast, an Iowa congressman makes some ignorant remarks about Katrina victims and is our dumbass of the day. A Baton Rouge state rep calls the governor's budget unconstitutional. Does owning your home make you a racist? A woman goes to jail over dog poop. And just call Papa Shack when you want a pizza. But first, these quick hits. The LSU men's basketball team won their first game in the NCAA tournament, holding on to beat Yale. Head coach Will Wade is still suspended after a Yahoo.com report of a taped phone call incriminating Wade in a payoff scandal. Wade refused to discuss the report with LSU athletic director Joe Oliva and school administration. Athletic director Joe Oliva told the website, quote, "I wish he'd come in and just tell the truth. Just tell me the truth, even if it's bad." LSU plays Saturday against Maryland. Speaking of LSU basketball, Shaquille O'Neal was named the new face and a member of the board of directors at Papa John's Pizza. In addition, Shaq will invest in 9 Atlanta Papa John's stores. Who doesn't love Shaq, right? I mean, I went out and bought Gold Bond. I didn't even need it, but I bought it because Shaq endorses it. I might have to get some Papa John's pizza, at least next time I go to Atlanta. An Alexandria convenience store owner is in jail, charged with a long-running scheme to buy SNAP benefits. SNAP, if you didn't know, are food stamps. 25-year-old Muhammad Abu Dai is charged with unauthorized use of Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP benefits, computer fraud, money laundering, racketeering, and bank fraud. Abu Dai conducted over $1.2 million in EBT transfers, way more than a convenience store that size should. After searching his residence, authorities also found $340,000 in cash and 11 cases of liquor stolen from a grocery store. We told you recently that Governor John Bel Edwards' budget plan was illegal. Now, a state legislator is also sounding the alarm. The Louisiana Constitution says the budget, normally House Bill Number 1, must be submitted to the legislature and, quote, shall not exceed the official forecast of the Revenue Estimating Conference and the expenditure limit for the fiscal year. Governor Edwards' budget was $300 million more than the June forecast of the Revenue Estimating Conference. Baton Rouge State Rep Rick Edmonds blasted the Edmonds administration, saying, quote, "We are responsible to make certain we hold you guys to the fire on this. We need a budget that we can begin to work on." Commissioner of Administration Jay Darden contends the administration followed the Constitution. Hopefully, this won't bog down our legislature yet again. And now this. It's the weekend, and it's March Madness. There's basketball on all the time this weekend, and you want to watch it. You don't want to be in the kitchen cooking, wondering what you're going to eat. Just call the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. They're at 3600 Williams Boulevard. You can dine in. They have a big screen TV, and they'll have the games on there too. Or you can call them, 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they'll even bring it to your home or your office or your man cave or wherever you are. You want a pizza? You want a calzone? You want a sandwich? You want some pasta? You want some great appetizers? They got it all at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. Like I said, you can dine in 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade, or you can call ahead, 469-4999, and place your order. They'll have it ready for you to pick up, or they will deliver it to your home or your office, so you won't miss a minute of the games this weekend. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. You know, when you're watching the games this weekend, you have to stay nourished. You need your nutrition. So call the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, or go there, or order online at orderitalianpie.com and eat some great food so you can watch more basketball.
Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows it?
Walt Bonetti.
Welcome back. Thanks again for spending part of your day with the podcast. I read a fact that said there are 600 new podcasts launched every single day. So we appreciate you spending some time with this one. The American dream of owning your own home may soon be a thing of the past, if it's up to liberals anyway. We've talked a lot about the lack of affordable housing, particularly in New Orleans. Now liberals have a new target: single-family housing. An article on AmericanPolicy.org asks, quote, "The growing assault on private property. Are single-family homes racist?" In Minneapolis, Minnesota, the city council is taking steps to change zoning that protects single-family home neighborhoods. The mayor said single-family home zoning was, quote, "devised as a legal way to keep Black Americans and other minorities from moving into certain neighborhoods." In Chicago, there's a federal lawsuit against city aldermen because they have the power to veto development proposals in their wards, presumably stopping low-income families from moving into affluent neighborhoods. Again, the presumption is low income equals minorities and affluent equals white. In Baltimore, the NAACP filed a lawsuit claiming that Section 8 housing causes ghettos. They actually won the lawsuit, and now Baltimore must spend millions of dollars to move Section 8 housing into affluent neighborhoods. In Oregon, the Speaker of the House is drafting legislation to ban single-family zoning in cities with a population of more than 10,000 people. At the root of these lawsuits is our federal government and HUD. Each of these cities, and most American cities, have received HUD grants. The HUD program Affirmatively Furthering Fair Housing, AFFH, allows the agency to file legal action against any community that has, quote, discriminating zoning ordinances that discourage the development of affordable multifamily housing. Once again, we have liberal bureaucrats tearing away at traditional American values. Home ownership has been an aspiration for many Americans, regardless of color, and it is part of the American dream. For many Americans, the bulk of their net worth is tied up in their home ownership. Taking away home ownership strips another level of personal wealth and another layer of our personal freedom. This destroys America, which many believe is the master plan.
Now, the Walt Bonetti Podcast Dumbass of the Day.
At a town hall meeting in Iowa, Congressman Steve King made derogatory remarks about Katrina victims. Comparing victims of flooding in Iowa to Katrina victims, King said,
"We're Iowans, and I'm always proud of our reaction to this. I've worked with the FEMA people for a long time, and I just think about, by the way, I made 4 trips down to Katrina in New Orleans. I was first member of Congress to go in down there. We broke some rules to go there, I'll just confess to that, and flew into the airport and just keyed the mic and asked permission to land. They gave it to us, so we went in. And I saw that from the air and from the ground and went back and did what we could to help those folks down there. But here's what FEMA tells me. We go to a place like New Orleans and everybody's looking around saying, who's going to help me, who's going to help me? We go to a place like Iowa and we go see, knock on the door at say, make up a name, John's place, and say, John, if you got water in your basement, we can write you a check, we can help you. And John will say, well, wait a minute, let me get my boots. It's Joe that needs help. Let's go down to his place and help him. And they're just always gratified when they come and see how Iowans take care of each other. And so that's a point of pride that spreads across the country everywhere that I know.
Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards called King's comments, quote, disgusting and disheartening. And I agree. For his ignorant comments, Iowa Congressman Steve King is our dumbass of the day. A Georgia woman cut a man with a large sword after she walked in on him molesting her 5-year-old daughter. Luckily, for him anyway, 25-year-old John Williams was only cut on the hand and not his private parts. Tell the truth, ladies. If you walked in on your man molesting your 5-year-old daughter, he'd probably be dead, right? Or at least really, really circumcised. A Virginia woman was arrested and charged with robbery after she got into a disagreement with another woman over dog poop. A driver noticed 38-year-old Misty Freeman walking her dog. The dog stopped to poop on someone's lawn, and the driver stopped and asked Freeman if she was going to pick the poop up. Freeman ignored the driver, who began to film her with the camera on her phone. An argument ensued, and Freeman began filming too with her camera. Freeman knocked the camera from the driver's hands, hit her on the back, picked up the driver's phone, and drove away. Freeman then called police from her home to file a complaint against the driver. When police arrived, they found the driver's phone and arrested Freeman because of dog poop. Well, that puts a wrap on the podcast for today and this week. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Don't forget to support our sponsor, the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in or call them, 469-4999, and have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver it to your home or your office or your man cave while you're watching the NCAA basketball tournament this weekend. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. As we tell you every day, please go out and be a blessing. Change someone's life today or change your own. You have all weekend, so you can change multiple people's lives, and you can definitely get a start on changing your own life. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your weekend. Go Tigers.
Walt Bonetti.